Well, we have some guests here that I want to introduce. We've only just begun to understand how they emulate the Carpenters as well as they do. They are on top of the world and headlining a show at the Downey Theatre this weekend. Welcome to Sally Olson and Ned Mills of Carpenters Legacy. Thank y'all so much for being here. I know you drove in from Vegas last night and you said you had Thanksgiving takeout from Denny's.
Yeah.
And that was all for us. So the sacrifices they make to be here. Why Carpenters? We were just talking a little bit. Not everybody who just wakes up one day and says, I'm going to do a tribute band now.
That is true. I kind of got into the whole tribute artist thing through the back door. It was a happy accident. I always loved the music of the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
I'm from Vermont, so about 8 or 9 years ago, I was working with my singing teacher at that time, and he suggested that I put together a one-woman show. And it just kind of evolved into the Carpenters because he thought it was a great match for my voice. And I ran with it.
A very good voice.
Yeah.
I think the barrier for most people about doing Karen Carpenter is the way that she sang. I mean, she was that voice. It's like butter.
What is a range thing? Like, what's the hardest part about doing the songs, do you think?
Vocal quality-wise, I'm very close. So I think it's more of a range thing because she's had a very wide range.
Right.
But I've got that naturally. I've got that contralto.
She was a great drummer.
I do. I do a drum feature in our show.
Excellent.
That's so wonderful. So speaking of the show, you guys have a residency in Vegas. How's that going?
It's going great. We're at Planet Hollywood at the V Theater over there, and it's produced by the legendary Johnny Stewart. If you remember Legends in Concert, he is the pioneer of all tribute shows, and we're really honored to work with him.
Now, it is after the holiday. It is the holidays after all, rather. But you have a show at the Downey Theatre tomorrow. The show is called A Christmas Portrait, so it's Christmas focused, obviously.
Yeah, we're going to do all the Carpenters' greatest holiday hits, such as "Merry Christmas, Darling" and "Christmas Song" and "Sleigh Ride." But we're also going to do all their greatest hits as well.
Those outfits are amazing.
I know, and also the way that you guys shot this too, it has that very like classic vintage feel with the sort of ghosting when the camera moves and stuff.
That was like the big thing back then.
Yeah, just a lot of rays going on. Look at these, and the outfits. So a lot of costume changes, I assume.
Oh yeah, I do about 7 costume changes in our Christmas show, and it's the Christmas show is really based on the 2 Christmas television specials that they did in 1977 and 1978. And so we recreate some of those scenes, and then of course the costumes, like I mentioned, and it's a lot of fun.
And we clean up very well.
Yeah, you guys look great. I see here, that really came
velvet
to
jacket
the nines.
that you're wearing
Are these
today.
part of your?
Awesome.
Do you wear these as costumes in the Christmas, or is it at the Vegas?
Him, yes. Me, this is not one of the costumes, but I did it so that
you would match.
And I wear white suits.
I like that. How has Vegas been right now? I know it's a real destination for tribute bands, especially, but right with F1 that completely took over Vegas. How has it changed the residency game in Vegas right now?
It's changed a lot because it seems like there's a shift now from becoming not only a music entertainment destination, but also a sports destination. We're very proud of what's happened with like the Raiders coming in, and of course the Golden Knights winning the Stanley Cup.
Soon the Oakland A's.
And you have
soon
the
to be the
sphere
A's.
that's there.
Oh yeah, that big sphere.
Right off the 50.
Well, what
It's always changing.
What do people can expect? I mean, the reaction. I'm assuming people must absolutely love it. You guys clearly do a very faithful tribute. What do you think people can expect when they come and see this?
Well, what we hear the most from fans coming out of our shows is how emotional it is, because obviously we're taking them back in time to a more honest time where people are like, oh my God, we loved it. That was our wedding song, or it brings back some great memories. A lot of times we have to pass the Kleenex out after the show.
No, that is so
That must
sweet.
feel good.
Yeah, incredible. Well, thank you all so much for joining us this morning. We would love to see you guys, Carpenters, A Legacy Christmas Portrait, live tomorrow night at the Downey Theatre at 8 p.m. For tickets and info, you can head to downeytheatre.org. There's some information on your screen. Thank you all so much for being here.